Hello my creative friends, Olga Soby here and welcome to new acrylic pouring video. Let's create a moon. So I continue my Dancing Universe series. It's been so much fun, some really amazing beautiful planets and galaxies. You can see the previous videos in this new series right here. And today I'm going to show you how to create a moon, or actually even two phases of the moon. We're going to do full moon and we're going to do Waxing Crescent for this side. And for this one, for Waxing Crescent, I'm gonna show you a new fun, super easy way to do it. I think you're gonna love it a lot and I can't wait to see your beautiful creations for the moon. That being said, let's get started with the process. Let's go! As you can see, I have these two round shapes of my panels. So this is a cookie cutter and this was a box from this cookie cutter set. And I'm gonna use it for this side of the painting. They're about the same diameter. The difference is like, I don't know, maybe 1/4 inch. So it's not really noticeable. I have already marked with pencil where I'm gonna position my moons. Of course, it's not going to be precise because we're going to use fluid acrylics, but this is just something to give me the idea of where I want to position my moons. And now let's do the secret message. Dancing moon is the secret message today, and you know, moon is quite a dancer. Spins constantly, quickly, never turns face away from her partner. So I think this is absolutely perfect secret message and the meaning behind it. And we're gonna start with the full moon side. So I'm gonna do it the same way as I did my previous planets. I'm gonna create a look and texture of the moon, and then I will use my form to separate it from the space around it. And for my colors, by the way, I will include the little supplies that I'm using in the description under the video. Of course, it's gonna be mostly white and silver for the colors. But I have prepared a few other colors. We need to create some texture in this moon. So I prepared a few darker colors and a few lighter, just to give it more color. So I'm pouring the white around within my circle. This is plenty. Now let's add in that silver. This color, I think it's perfect for shadow. This is iridescent black blue. I think it will give it nice soft shimmer when it's dry, but will also create a feel of texture and craters and, you know, all these beautiful forms on the moon. A couple drops of even darker one. For this one I mix some blue and magenta, so it's sort of darker violet. I also thought it can be fun to have some pink. Light soft pink might look interesting, and a little bit of blue. Actually, this is turquoise color. Very, very little, because I really want to keep that white and silver look. Okay, I think this is actually enough colors, so I'm gonna blow it out. Making sure that I covered everything within my ring. This is such a beautiful part here, but unfortunately we need to blow it out because I will need to scrape it out because this is outside. Maybe a little more right here. I think this is pretty good now. I want to climb on my stepladder to make sure I'm placing it rather symmetrically. Next step, same as for my planets, I'm gonna keep this firm to the panel and push some of the paint away. Because right around, that's not the planet, right around our moon, our satellite, we need to be adding, we're gonna be adding just some dark space color. But all this white and silver can stay. It will create very nice depth within our space, all different movements. Now, even more fun part, we're gonna create this Waxing Crescent. So I want my moon, since I'm planning this painting to be vertical, to be in this direction. So I want it to be sort of tilted a little bit like this, you'll see in a moment. And to create this shape, I'm also gonna be using this ring, so I'm actually gonna be using it twice. This is gonna be the outside of the moon, and this is gonna be the inside of the moon. So I wanna stop here for a few seconds. You can use different rings depending on the look of the moon that you're trying to achieve. I'm gonna use the same diameter of the ring to create this line and this line. I kind of like this look the best. If you use smaller diameter, maybe this one is too small, but imagine using a little bigger and keep it inside to create this inner part, the inner diameter. You will create a bit more sort of a cartoonish look of the moon. I feel like this one is a little closer to nature. You can use even bigger diameter for this inner part. So really depending on which diameter of your rings you use, you will be achieving different look of this waxing or Waxing Crescent. But I'm gonna use the same ring. I'm gonna keep it simple. I also really like the look that it gives. I'm gonna also use my pencil. See if I like it. See, this is pretty good shape. I might touch it up when it's gonna be dry, just to make it a little more rounded on the edges here, but this is good for now. So for this one, it does require more steps. And before pouring colors of the moon, we are going to pour a little bit of color of the base. I'm going for dark violet today with a touch of blue. So this is a blue violet. So I'm gonna push it as close here to my line. Perfect. So I'm gonna put my ring back. We filled in the negative space of our moon with the color, and now we're gonna create the moon. So for the colors, it's all the same. Some white, mainly white and silver. A few other colors. Well, again, let's blow it out. Okay, I did not get any paint right here, but I love all this. This is really nice movement. Let's carefully lift it up. And now place it on the outer part of the moon. And actually, at this time, I need to make sure that the ring, the bottom of it, is quite clean. Ah, this is so beautiful. I really love how this looks. But okay, let's place it back. See that my shape has shifted right here a little bit. Trying to bring it back just with gentle breath, but this is something that's definitely going to be easier to touch up when it's all dry. Okay, let's do the same thing and push some of that paint away. Need to be working very carefully. You don't want to move this one, okay? See, and I just moved it. Gosh, I hope I didn't mess it up. Gotta make it work, so we'll make it work. Step number, I can't remember. Next step, we're gonna add this color, the color of our negative space, around our moons and blow it out. For this one, I'm not gonna worry about this part for now. Maybe I'll just pour a little bit, but we mostly need to focus on creating nice round forms here, especially for the full moon. And try to keep these forms in place. This one is heavier and it's not gonna go anywhere. This is lighter, so I'm gonna keep it flat to the surface. Okay, let's do it. Definitely don't like that I have too much white in few sections of this blowout here. I don't mind a little bit of white and silver in my negative space, but this is too much, especially right here. So all right, that's better. I want to add maybe a bit of this color. Maybe, yeah, just a few drops of turquoise. I don't know, I just feel like it would be nice with this violet, but I really need to blow it in, blow it out, and make sure it's all blended into the violet, otherwise it's going to be too bright and will steal attention from my moons. This is good. Are you guys intrigued to see how this is gonna look when I remove in my shapes? Because I am super intrigued. But one more step before I do it. Need to add stars. Then we'll lift it and see how it looks. So for stars, I think I'm gonna do white and pink. Don't really want to add any stars inside here, because technically we can't see stars through the moon. So even if you get, I might even paint over them. I think this is good. Might add a few more on the dry painting. So let's remove our rings, shall we? Which one do you want to see first? Full moon or this one? Let's do this one first. So I need to pop the film. Ta-da! Gosh, I love it. These parts, they need to go further. They really, really do. I'm gonna try to push it a little bit. You know, some things are so much easier to do on a dry painting, but I'm still doing it on wet. I don't know why. Just too tempting. I'm too much of a perfectionist sometimes. Really just trying to... Yeah, this is good. I will fill in this on the dry painting to round this in a little bit. But it's gonna be super easy peasy to do because we have just the violet color there. Let's do the full moon. Ah, gosh, I hope I can remove this thing, no problem. Ah, it's so beautiful. Careful. Ah, I love it. My goodness, you guys. This is so good. Okay, I like this part, this inner part that's not super sharp and perfect. It really bothers me, but I keep telling myself inside, stop, don't touch it. You can touch it up when dry. Don't do it, don't do it. You're gonna mess it up. So, oh, my hands itching to do it, but maybe I'll just make this thing a little thinner. Okay, I'm gonna stop now, guys. Keep watching. Let's see a little quick touch up here, and then I will be back to show you fully dry, finished resin moons. Super pumped, super excited about those. So we'll be right back, stay with me. All right, you guys, so here it is dry. So first of all, what is this? So this is the part that I was messing around with, you remember, when I was trying to fix it, and yeah, definitely didn't work out. But on the bright side, the colors are so good. You can see all the silver and this iridescent black blue in my negative space as well as in my moon. It is stunning. So time to do some touch-ups. So let's get started with this one. First, I think I'm gonna just pretty much cover the whole area. I don't like this at all, so I'm just gonna paint right over. Okay, we do the whole thing. Okay, let's leave this one to dry for now. I'm just gonna work a little bit on some details around my full moon. Also fill in a few sections that I don't really like how they dried. They're too light and just take away from my moon. You know, I keep looking at this painting, and as much as I love it, it feels a little bit off balance for me just because of this empty space. So I decided that before extending this part of my crescent, I want to do something with this part. So instead of making it dark and leaving it empty, I want to fill it in with a color that will be a little darker than my negative space, but of course much lighter, because I still want to keep this form. Slightly outline with a pencil. Don't need to press too hard. I need very fine line just to direct me. Yeah, this is good. And here I have some violet, the same one I used in base, and some of that black blue iridescent color. So first I'm gonna add it, maybe then I'll add some silver as well. I'm gonna blow it out with a straw. Let's see how that turns out. Oh, I love it. Wow, super cool. We'll need to work on this line to blend it all in, but I want to let this part dry first. Otherwise it might be just... I can mess it up, and I definitely don't want it. I love it. Well, that one's dry and can work on this one a little bit. Oh wow, the way it looks dry and fully finished is so cool. And guys, I think that this silver, the iridescent blue-green, and especially this iridescent black-blue, combined with some darker colors like violet, like in this painting, or blue or black, they work so amazing for cosmic and space type of painting, because they create this depth, especially in your negative space, right? And that shimmer in the dry result, it has very mysterious energy, and I just love it. And of course, the silver is especially perfect if you want to create a moon-inspired painting. So yeah, I am very happy with the way my moons turned out. The full moon is absolutely fantastic. It was quite perfect immediately, I would say. But I especially love the crescent. I worked on this one more when it was dry, as you have seen. Just really need to master the creation of the shape with double ring technique a bit more. I also blended this edge more. I really love this softer transition better between this part and my negative space. I also think that adding some texture and filling in some of this empty space definitely worked better in terms of the overall composition and balance within this painting. The interesting part about this painting is that I initially planned to hang it vertically, just like you saw it the moment ago, but it also looks quite amazing in this layout, so in horizontal position. This type of layout also works quite well in my opinion, so there are definitely options here, and I think the position or the orientation of this painting can be changed depending on the mood and on cycle of the moon. Why not? That's a pretty cool concept. What do you think? And which orientation or position do you like the best? So this beautiful Dancing Moons painting I finished with a layer of epoxy resin for glossy glass-like finish. I think it works especially perfectly with the Dancing Universe series. And a quick reminder that currently I'm working on my epoxy resin finish mastery course. It's still in the process, it's still in the works, and if you want to be notified about release date, content details, price, early bird sale, and all the useful info about this course, you can sign up for email notifications on my website. I will include the link in the description. Definitely check it out. Happy Easter to all of you who celebrate. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please let me know how do you like the outcome. I will chat with you in the comments down below. Take care, stay creative, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye!